Well, howdy, 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 Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. She is absolutely insane. She is running around like a crazed beast inside of her cage, trying to climb up and out of her cage, but she can't climb the walls, but she's trying to. And as you can see, she's got a mission. She's wanting to get a job done. So I'm gonna put her back in her cage before she jumps and I lose her. So here we go, little one. This is little Gojira, or Mellow, continuing my tradition of 2 names per hamster. Gojira because she's just insane. I've got so much cardboard inside of her cage to chew on because she chews on it hard. Oh my gosh, she is a chewing maniac, which is good. I mean, it's going to keep her teeth from growing too much. Definitely a good thing. It's just hokey smokes. I mean, she tears everything apart, digs, and then is constantly running around all the sides of the cage trying to climb. So it's not boredom. She's got a ton of stuff to do. It's just she wants out. I don't know if it's because she's female and in heat. Because one of my female hamsters a couple years back, she went into heat and she went out searching, and something dangled into the cage enough that she crawled up and out and then found her way into a male hamster's cage and then had babies not long after that. So they know what to do when they got to do it, so they will. And I don't know if that's what she's trying to do, to get out and find a male hamster, or if she just wants to get out because out in the wild, hamsters range and rove for miles. That's one of the reasons you need to get them a wheel. So, I don't know. In the cage that she's got right here, it's not really big enough for a wheel, but I don't really have a space for her otherwise. So, I'm dealing with her doing what she's doing right now in the area that I've got for her. Hopefully that's going to be okay. And then over in this cage, of course, there's still little Thigmo / Janus, and he's slightly mellower since I've been starting him on a little bit of that CBD / THC cannabis for pets stuff. He doesn't drink a lot of it. I only give it to him once a day, but it seems to be mellowing him out just a little bit because it doesn't last long. I mean, hamsters especially, their metabolisms work fast, so their livers and their kidneys, they're clearing them out quick, so they aren't affected long. But if it has a cumulative mellowing effect, which I'm hoping, because he seems to be, well, after 12 hours after the last dosing I gave him, still slightly mellow. Definitely a thumbs up. A very, very good thing. Because hokey smokes, I mean, really, my worst hamster that I had, as in worst hamster, he was a big guy named Bumbles. He was a big hamster, and he had a massive stroke. It was horrible. His face just drooped on both sides, and he could barely move, and it took him a week, and finally he perished. It was very, very sad. I really liked him, but unfortunately you can't help. I mean, he had a stroke. Life is life. Couple different ways you can go, and it sucks. All of it does. I mean, well, there's a lot of different ways. I mean, with your brain here, because a stroke, a normal type of stroke, is when you get a block, and then it blocks the blood flow to a certain part of your brain, and that part of your brain starts to die from blood loss. And boy, oh boy, that can just take you out. And then what happened to my wife, actually, she had the kind where there was a hemorrhage and she bled out inside of her skull. And they had to take her to a hospital, and she was in the ICU for some time until they could get that cleared up, make sure she was going to be okay. But she pulled through. But oh, the entire left side of her skull was filled with blood. So it's a lot of stuff can happen in the human body, and you never know when it's going to happen. After all, I mean, fate is cruel. When I lived in Bellingham, Washington, and worked at this one place called Seaholm Park, which doesn't exist anymore. It's been torn down since like 2002. But I worked there for 10 years. But they had a shower team where, you know, they go through and give showers. But one of the people that gave showers, she was well loved by everyone that worked there. She, well, you know, as loved as you can get by other employees. She was liked. But unfortunately, where she lived, one of the younger kids in her family had been hit and killed by a car. And so they got everyone together in sort of a wake thing. Everyone got together to deal with the death of this very, very young person. And while she was there at that, bang, blood vessel burst in her head and she died right there at the thing for the dead child. So fate is cruel. It really knocked the whole facility for a loop. I mean, it was a shock when that happened. It's from the administration on down, everyone was in shock. No one expected that. So it happens. It happens. You're gonna find people dying for no good reason at all, and
Daddy, it's a man with a light bulb head.
Avert your eyes from his gaze, Junior, and we may yet be safe.
But Daddy, it's you.
because it's amazing. As individuals, we are both hardy and intensely delicate. People die from taking aspirin. People die just walking down the street. Just suddenly, badonk. That sort of one, death, doesn't happen often, but it does. And yet, at the same time, there's people that get hit by cars, fall out of airplanes, they're electrocuted, stuff that would have killed anybody else, and they just get up and go, whoo, and then keep going. I mean, Buster Keaton, the old director and actor, he was amazingly hard to kill, and he should have died. He did his own stunts, and he did no safety nets on any of his stunts. There was one stunt that he did where it was water pressure that was going to come blasting out of this big amount of water thing, and it slammed him into the ground so hard it broke his neck. And he just got up and kept working. It wasn't until later that they found out he broke his neck doing that, and he just got up and kept working. He was insane when he was in his like 70s. His 70s. Mind you, I'm afraid in my 50s with moderately good bones to fall down now because I don't want to hurt myself. But when he was in his 70s, one of his most favorite tricks to do was he would lift up one of his legs and set it on a table. And then he would pick up his other leg and set it on the table. Yeah, so that both of his legs are on the table. And then he goes, wham! And falls to the ground. But he would be suspended just long enough for people to go, what the hell? And then slam into the ground, full weight, body force on his hips. And then he'd just get up because he thought it was hysterical. People are hardy, and yet the hospital's filled with people that bumped into something and end up having to have a limb amputated because of the complications from bonking into something. We're an amazing species. And we actually are. Even now, Even now, we know of no other artifact in our universe that is as complex as that machine inside of your head. That brain of yours. We know of nothing as complex as that. It is amazing, and yet it is just the way I look at the brain and the way all of our systems are, because it's all just chunks piled on top of new things, and then there's the new thing added on top of that. It's like a bright and shining city, but then you go down one level and things are kind of dank. There's electrical wires running everywhere. There's little cramped storage areas, and you go down another level, and now you're down in the sewers, and things are pretty primitive, and it kind of smells bad, and it's dark. But then you go down one more level, and you're realizing that, oh boy, everything is built on this, and it's got wooden beams, and there's just stuff dug out of the dirt. And you go down one more level, and it's all just riding on top of this tricycle with, you know, the wheels are kind of at angles, and they go rip, 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 as it runs, and everything's balanced on top of that. But it works amazingly, doesn't it? The most complex thing we know of. I don't know if this is still true, but back a decade and some, they figured there were more possible synaptic connections that you can make with the neurons in your head than there are particles in the universe. Thumbs up for that. This again is why thinking exhausts you. Thinking is exhausting. Hokey smokes, this 3-pound blob of jelly between your head uses up, just by existing, a good 25 to 33% of all the energy that comes into your body. And it's just sitting there. Well, of course, it's running everything. And that's why when you think, when you're really thinking hard, it's exhausting. Hokey smokes. Your brain can use up 50% of your energy deposits just by thinking, at a minimum. Make sure you eat when you have to think. Because it's important. I mean, you've got to keep your body running. And I have to remember that too, because I tend to eat once a day. Some days I don't eat. I mean, I get calories because I drink sodas or chocolate milk or stuff like that, and I'll end up, you know, that's a good 1,000 and some odd calories that I'll take in through empty stuff. So there's still calories. I'm still filling up my body with junk. I try to eat as well as I can, and you do what you can. I want to live as long as I can, which is why yesterday, after thinking, yeah, I'm just going to make a short walk. I'll just walk downtown because it's raining. I made a 7-mile round trip to Walmart. I went up to South Shelton. I was going to say up, and then thinking up as in north, but up to southern Shelton to get to the top of the hill, then followed the highway down and up, and then all the way up to Walmart, walked over to the GameStop building, didn't go into there, and then just, well, was shut. Don't, you know, you go inside when they're closed, you're going to get arrested. And then just walked on back. Stopped at Safeway, bought a soda. Heavy, but then, you know, finished up my 7-mile round trip. Very much a good thing. Legs are sore, my back was sore, but it's going to happen. Like I was talking about the other day, I pretty much hit a wall where 7-8 miles is pretty much the maximum time that I can stand upright while walking. That's fine. It's like 3-4, almost 4 hours at its most. That's a long time to be standing, even while walking. And for the condition of my back, doing the best I can. I don't know if my mic is picking up the sound. Can you hear her down inside there? She is absolutely insane. She is not slowing down. She is going just wild. She's a good hamster. She's just, I don't understand why she's so active. I mean, possibly just youth. I'm gonna pick her up again because she's a cutie. And she is just running around like a maniac. I mean, maybe this will slow her down. Maybe I should give her some of that CBD stuff. Maybe there'll be enough THC in there that it'll help slow her down. Because being too active like that can be just as stressful on your system. And I don't want her circulatory system to have too much of a toll taken on it because she's high strung by just trying to escape all the time instead of like him who's just high strung. So I want her to live too. And even though it's not as dangerous as kind of a high strung, I don't want her to get hurt. So you be good, little one. Now, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. I am not able to properly pronounce everybody's names. My sincere apology. I'm an American English speaker, and it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language, got it properly done today, I still get lost because of my fibro and more. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is you left a comment, so thank you very much. That was a huge like spike. Hokey smokes. But then I've got every one of my browsers open today, and they use an insane amount of RAM. It's, ugh, pisses me off. But getting to my Chrome here, we have, gosh darn it, where is it? Comments, thank you. Daniel Vincent, greatly appreciated. Bullisneck, thank you very much. The Tardy Soap, greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, always good to see you in the comments. Rip X, thank you very, very much. Tim De Ka, C-A-U-X, thank you very, very much. And Karito Chemo, thank you very much. Throft, greatly appreciated. Gavin McNulty, thumbs up and thank you. Aaron Wilson, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, always good to see you in the comments. I'm getting used to seeing your name. Jeff Buchanan, thumbs up and thank you. Dylan Walker, greatly appreciated. Shannon Cockerham, ooh, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. Dan Scott, thumbs up and thank you. Farm Kaitaro, thank you very, very much. And Zhao Sarah, ooh, again, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Depressed Snowflake, thumbs up and thank you. And Jay Panchal, greatly appreciated. Na Marquise, boy, I hope I'm close. The Traveling Merchant, thumbs up and thank you. Hugo, I sure hope I'm close. The AR-15 channel, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC1, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, it's Bluey. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. And when you're depressed, as much as you may have social anxieties, which, yay, you got to get out of your head. You need to involve yourself in other people. It's okay to be isolated. No, solitary. But don't be isolated. It's okay to be an introvert. You just still got to involve yourself with people. So I wake up and I do videos all day, but I also go out and go walkies with people. I don't talk to them, but I'm out there. I've also got all these various links down below. If you could check those out at Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog that I'm this close to actually doing something with. I just have been so busy. My sincere apologies. If you could donate, well, did I already say all the various things? Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe? Yeah. I hope I did. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, and thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, I mean, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. I have no ideas if I said my spiel properly. I have the feeling I didn't say the links and such right, but if I didn't, then oh well. I'm going to hopefully have a reaction video today, hopefully a game video. I'm still not unsure if I'm going to do anything at all still with my game channel. I don't know, so... But you take care. Have a great day today. I still got plenty of time. It's 19 minutes and 30 seconds. So am I going to stretch this out to 20? Or, oh, well, yeah, because now there's less than 10 seconds left before I got to quit. So Again, take care. Have a great day. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I have to talk, I have to vlog, or I'm stuck. It is appreciated very, very much.